Hi everybody, this is Janet Wright, and this is a recap video where I tell you everything that I did in today's energy healing. Today's date is November 14th, 2017, and please forgive the indoor setting. It's too windy outside. Today's Tuesday, so this was the third healing in the set of 3 healings. This whole set is for 54 people located in 7 different countries in the world, including 5 kids. So hello everybody, you guys are awesome, and thank you for the surveys. And hello to all the energy geeks who did not participate in this particular set, but are up for learning and building your self-healing repertoire, so to speak. So hello to everybody. This set has been about compassion towards self and others, which basically for the big-hearted clients that I have is basically about opening up your compassion towards yourself. Because I have a bunch of soft-hearted, really sweetheart clients. So they're really already compassionate towards others, by and large. I would definitely recommend these videos as a set. You could watch this one all by itself and start with this one if you feel like it. I think that, it's good that way. But maybe if you have time, definitely go back and watch the Friday one and the Sunday one, the November 10th and the November 12th ones, because just the use of techniques, it's great. So what we've been doing in this set is to take people off of their trauma road and put people on their more gentle and playful path forward. The idea is to clear more and more of the trauma curtain energy blocks that create the trauma curtain, so that you can see and choose your gentler, more playful path forward, right? And that's what we've been working on with this set of 3 healings. And people have experienced great results. And it's like you can be on the gentle path forward, and then if you get too triggered and you don't know how to balance yourself, then you could pop back onto your trauma road. So it's not like, oh, these 54 people are fixed forever, right? But every time you're on the more gentle road, even if it's for a few hours, it's like you get this taste of the way your life could be, and you're like, whoa. And there's like this learning curve where you're like, wow, I think I've been making things too hard for me, and it's like, so don't feel bad if you pop back on your trauma road sometimes. Just, I think a lot of, particularly with newbies, but even intermediate people, if you're on the trauma road, you have to realize, you have to be like non-resistant. And that's challenging. Techniques from Sunday that we did in this one too are that blue earth energy soak of the deep thought areas, which I promise I'll explain. The blue earth energy soak we did again this time, since that was so helpful for everybody. And I saw that people could benefit by me doing it again. And actually, I think that I did that twice, at least, in this healing. And then the collapsing gold net of the deep thought areas we did several times in this healing, because that was very effective on Sunday. We did more deep thought work in this one because I felt like I said, with the exception of one participant, everybody was now on their gentle, more playful path, at least for now, but they all seem to have, well, most of them seem to have like kind of tunnel vision. So they could see this path they were on, they could see like something that they should work on or see something that was important to them. But it wasn't like a big picture, like, oh, I can see the whole path and I see how things fit in. There were some people that did have that. And it's so pleasant to like realize like, kind of a bigger sense of things. Like, okay, not only do I get and have these positive realizations, but I can see how this one part of my life fits in with this part, and that's huge. So that was the goal of this healing, really, was to give people that level of, help give people more of that level of conscious clarity of the gentle, playful path forward. Because not only is it totally fun, and stress relieving to like see the meaning of things, to realize things like that, but since you may get triggered in the future so much that you bump back onto your trauma path, it's good to kind of have a conscious sense of what the gentle path felt like and what was important to you when you were on that gentle, playful path, so that you can be like, oh, okay, let me just listen to this music, or let me just, prioritize this and this, because when I was on the gentle path and I had those, feelings and knowledge, that's what it felt like. So it's like you can more easily, I think, pop back onto the gentle, playful path if you can kind of see the path when you're on it and like get to know it better consciously. So I hope that makes sense. That's why, pretty much all of what we did today was a 23-minute healing, and it was all building up towards more conscious clarity of your gentle, playful path. I did throw in one extra thing to help people with sleep, basically. Well, help people with productivity and help people with sleep. And because the thing is, it happens sometimes in these healings that like your chakras get healed and they generate more energy, and then you don't realize that you need to rev down for sleep, because normally by the end of the day you're so exhausted you just kind of conk out by yourself. You run out of all energy and therefore sleep. Whereas when you get these healings, sometimes your chakras suddenly actually work throughout the day and into the evening. So then you have to actually rev down, to get yourself to sleep and to stay asleep, which is really a new place for some people, because they're used to that like pure exhaustion sleep where you couldn't possibly have non-restful sleep because you don't have a shred of energy left. So anyway, so I think in particular the Sunday, the repairing the stress damage of the chakras like really woke people up to, but even I think the Friday, the gold wax technique, because I did the sticky gold wax. I love saying that. I did the sticky gold wax technique, which you can watch Friday video to learn about the November 10th. But that I cleaned out both sets of 7 chakras, physical body and spirit body set of 7 chakras with sticky gold wax. So that also like wakes them up and makes them way more effective in generating energy. So I think, anyway, so that's why I will walk you through that, the tune-up, I'm calling it. The angels like that phrase for it. So it's a spirit, let's see, I know it's supposed to be called tune-up. Yeah, let's call it 7th and 3rd chakra tune-up. So really it's a tune-up between the spirit body and the physical body and the spirit body at the 7th chakra in the top of the head, and the 3rd chakra right here below the sternum. The sternum is this bone that goes down. So when that ends, that's where your 3rd chakra is. So here and here are the main places where your physical body and your spirit body connect. There's like a 3rd cord and a 7th cord, which we did clean out on the Friday healing, which is part of why, everybody was so efficient in sending their physical body energy, but a little too efficient. Some people couldn't sleep right. So anyway, I'll walk you through a 7th and 3rd chakra tune-up, so that in this video, I mean, if you paid for the healing, you already got it. But you could do it again just for fun, because it's good to know how to mindfully chill out for sleep. And what I did too, it's a tune-up not just for sleep, although that was the main need for it. But it was, I double checked 3 modes: sleep mode, work mode, and play mode. because I figure there's a different amount of energy to both chakras in sleep mode, work mode, and play mode. Obviously, sleep mode is much less energy coming to your body for it to be a good sleep mode. But work and play, you know, sometimes work is more mode, sometimes play is less because you just want to chill out and really relax as you're watching something. But, you know, of course, if you want to like go hiking, then maybe your play mode is more. But I just help people clear energy blocks so that they could sleep, work, and play and just kind of reset their energy. Because there was a few people that, you know, they got so mellow because they cleared so much fear and trauma that then they weren't very productive because they were just like, oh, everything's fine. You know, so that is cool to a point, definitely. But you know, you want to be able to get stuff done too. So that's why we did the 7th and 3rd chakra tune-up. So I will walk you through in this video, and the deep thought stuff I'll do a little bit of a walkthrough in this video. The rest I will just talk about. Okay. I always try to keep these very to the point. Okay, so there were roughly about 8 parts to this healing. If you're taking notes. The first part shouldn't shock you. Tricolor Earth Energy Soak, which is its own video that's 6 minutes long called Tricolor Earth Energy Soak. So go find it and do it if you haven't. It's awesome. And it's such a versatile technique. Like this one participant, she like tripped out on Friday evening in traffic, and then she emailed, well, I responded to her survey, you know, and then she was like, oh, can I ever do an out of body? You know, is there ever any good time to be out of body? And, you know, I told her about I have an out of body meditation video, which is a good one, but I said, yeah, but in traffic, don't do that. You know, when you're sitting in traffic, maybe do Tricolor Earth Energy Soak. That would be a really good idea. Because Tricolor Earth Energy Soak, it gets you more in, it gets you more present, and it flushes out blocked energy. And it's so simple that it won't distract you from, you know, paying attention to the road. So anyway, there's that. And that's one of those ones where, I mean, it could not be simpler. Like, my 7-year-old viewer could totally rock Tricolor Earth Energy Soak. I'm sure he already does, like on his way to school. I bet he does Tricolor Earth Energy Soak. Woohoo! And my 10-year-old viewer, yay! But anyway, adults, don't let them show you up. Come on. You gotta keep your flow. Come on, my adult newbies. Come on, you can do this. Do you Tricolor Earth Energy Soaks? One of my, she's not a pure newbie. She's done a couple of these sets with her family members as well. But she was telling me in a survey how she sort of loses all energy towards the afternoon and the evening. Part of that is because she has a relative that's like really nailing her energy and she's not redoing her buffer zones enough. But part of it, I think, you know, her grounding just gets too blocked. So I think if she were to do a Tricolor Earth Energy Soak, like by habit all the time during a habitual evening activity, like if she always makes dinner for her and her husband and her son, then in the evening, then train your mind and your body and your spirit to do Tricolor Earth Energy Soak as you cook dinner. You know, so you flush everything out. Or if you want to ideally do the flush before you start running down. So if you're fine at 3 p.m. but not fine at 4 p.m., then try to do it at 3 p.m. every day. You know, but again, you know, whenever you end up doing it still helps. It's just that it's nicer if you don't have that total rundown feeling when you're trying to, you know, help a 10-year-old with his homework. Just saying. Okay, cool. So we did Tricolor Earth Energy Soak. I'm not going to walk you through it. I did a great walkthrough in probably both Friday and Sunday recaps. But you just bring up the earth energy in red, orange, and yellow, and you comb your aura at the same time. There was one variation that I did in this healing with that sort of comb through plus Tricolor Earth Energy Soak. So let's demo just that little new aspect of it, okay, with one part of the Tricolor Earth Energy Soak. So go ahead, pick your whichever color you feel intuitively, red or orange or yellow, because all three of those are used at various times in the tricolor earth energy soak. So I'm gonna do red because that's what my angels suggest. But you know, if you want to do orange or yellow, go for it. But just imagine your big wide aura and your big wide grounding, because some people that were more prone to being on their trauma road, I noticed during the healing, their auras were kind of cramped and their grounding was kind of cramped. You need to give yourself a big aura, you know, 2 feet away from your body in all directions, and a big wide grounding, okay? And it stays wide all the way down to the center of the earth. So it goes up as high as your third chakra. So like a nice, say, red grounding that goes all the way down to the center of the earth. Right? On either side, behind you, in front of you, okay? And just imagine the red or orange or yellow grounding, and it's nice and attached to the center of the earth, nice and wide, it flows downward, and then bring up the extra amount of red earth energy or orange or yellow, up, all the way up to your bottom of your aura, your whole body, the sides of your aura, back, front, and the top of your aura, and just soak all the layers of your aura, your whole body, all your energy centers in that color earth energy. And while that's up, just have a mini copy of your aura out in front of you and just comb upward and downward at the same time, which just sort of kind of stretches you out a little bit so that you're not so cramped in your aura. Melts away energy blocks in the bottom of your aura, which is great for releasing and letting go, folks. All my participants and energy geeks that have trouble letting go, the bottom of your aura now should be your new best friend. So you can always imagine just the bottom of your aura, and it needs to be like falling rain, like really hard rain, like a lot releasing from all the layers, not just like this layer, but these are rocks. No. Flowing downward. So your aura layers wrap around, and they should all be letting go and releasing. So anyway, I would comb like this, upward and downward at the same time, just to help melt away any energy blocks that are causing compression or whatever drama in your life. And then, but what's new in this healing is I noticed, like I said, people were kind of cramped this way. So I help people take up space like this way, you know? So I combed through, really I did it with all three colors, but let's just do it with this one color, whatever color you have right now, and just spread out the sides. Use that copy of your whole aura and spread out the sides, you know, next to your shoulders, next to your tummy, next to your legs, down by your legs, up by your head. Just spread out the sides of your aura. Let yourself take up space, because if it's too cramped, then you're kind of clutching and hanging on to things more likely, because there's not enough flow to knock loose the stuck energy. So if you allow yourself to kind of spread out up and down and to the sides and the back and the front, then it's more likely that you're just gonna be like, oh, and things are gonna release without you even consciously trying, which is nice. Because it's not like you can sit around all day and go, okay, I'm letting go, I'm letting go, right? You have things to do. So you want to set yourself up for success, as they say. So anyway, that's a mini version of what I did. I did that with people for 6 minutes. So all three colors of tricolor earth energy soak, and combing through and helping people, particularly on the sides, to widen it out, and the bottom of all the aura layers to just release as much as possible. I noticed that people had more sort of tension and less release happening in the inner 4 layers. So the outer 3 were better, 7, 6, and 5, but 4, 3, 2, 1. So heart chakra, that layer on down, 4, 3, 2, 1. People weren't releasing as much, which is pretty, like, not shocking, you know, because you come in through the top of your head. So as long as you're somewhat present, and, you know, after 2 of these healings, you would be for sure, then you're going to have pretty nice outer layers of your aura. So it's the inner ones that, you know, I still needed to help people to kind of relax and expand more and release more with those. It feels good just thinking about that. Well, and also I was doing mine as I was talking to you. So that's why it feels good. Okay, so then the second part of the healing was the 7th and 3rd chakra tune-up. That, I guess it's a new technique. I've sort of flirted with doing little parts of that in a lot of different recaps. But I think we spent 3 minutes on it. It was nice though, because everybody's chakras were in good shape. So I didn't have to do anything that way. There was no repair I had to do, no major unblocking I had to do. And the connecting chords, between like the physical body 3rd and the spirit body 3rd, that chord that's ideally yellow and flowy, flowy, flowy like a river. And then the 7th chakra chord, that's between the physical 7th chakra in the top of the head and the spirit 7th chakra in the top of the spirit body head, that purple chord, that's ideally flowy, 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 and purple, that was in good shape because I had already cleared those out with everybody on Friday. So it was nice that they were still nice. But anyway, so what I did first is I worked on the 7th chakra chord, that 7th chakra good chord, the connecting chord between your physical body 7th and your spirit body 7th. So just imagine it out in front of you, the two 7th chakras. The 7th chakra is the only one of the 7 major ones that's oriented this way. So round opening at the top, round opening at the bottom, in the top of your head. So it's like mini. It's oriented this way, but it's tiny. It's in the top of your head. So just imagine 2 of those out in front of you. One for your physical body head at the top and one for your spirit body head at the top. And just kind of wake them both up with the gold light from your fingertips and your hand chakras. So lots of energy can generate out of here. And you just set your intention that it's gold healing energy. Well, it's going to be healing energy anyway coming out, but the gold vibration is kind of nice because it helps you let go of resistance. So letting go was kind of a sub-theme of this one, but letting go is always a sub-theme because that's like really important in healing. If you can't let go, you really can't be healed. So it's kind of a big deal. So anyway, just you're healing both your physical body 7th and your spirit body 7th with little mini live copies out in front of you of both, right? And you're healing that connection, which I didn't have to do much of this part because everybody was in great shape. But the 7th chakra connecting chord, that's a good chord. You want to keep it between your physical body 7th and your spirit body 7th. If maybe you didn't get the healing, then yours might be kind of black or crusty and not have much flow. So just lots of gold light there. Gold light, gold fire, gold water, gold soap, whatever you feel like. That'll do the trick, but you want to expand this chord and make it your favorite shade of purple because that's what you're making both of these 7th chakras. And so they're going to be sending their energy back and forth. So make the whole chord that exact same shade of purple that you have for your 7th chakras so that you know like what's your energy and what's not your energy. So you can kind of then, if you see some white or you see some black or silver or whatever, definitely just clear that away. You don't want that. You only want your nice purple flowy energy in that connection. And melt away with gold light, melt away anybody else's cords that are hooking into that, just lots of gold light. Okay, so now that's sort of a short version of what I already did with people. Mostly, I think that was mostly done in the Friday. That was mostly done in the Friday healing. Yeah, not the Sunday healing. So anyway, but then what I did is that tune-up. So I helped them kind of talk to each other, the 7th and the 7th, because for everybody, like this 7th, the spirit 7th was like, yeah, confidence, 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 goals, yeah. And the physical 7th was like, many physical 7ths were like on the same page, like confidence, goals, I could do this. But the people that had trouble sleeping, I think they had some sluggish, confidence issues and, stress, just kind of not on the same page with this one. So then it was kind of like dragging it along. You want the spirit 7th and the physical 7th to kind of be, twins, to be in a really compatible, similar place. So you just kind of got to bring, make them both, confident and flowy and, creative inspiration-y. And you just get this sense at some point, because sometimes one is a lot weaker than the other, and that's not good. So you just heal both and strengthen both until you feel like, oh, they're almost, twins now. And then you kind of get there. It's like, oh yeah, now they're twins. And so that flow makes sense there in between them. Because you don't want one to kind of overpower and blow out the other. Okay. And then the same thing for the third chakra cord. And so third chakra connection or cord, whatever, between your physical third and your spirit body third. And again, a chakra shape. And I regret that this is dark colored inside. It's tea stains. But your chakra should not be dark colored inside. Your yellow third chakra should be yellow inside, So clearing out everything that looks like, a gross tea mug from your third chakra. But anyway, your third chakra is oriented this way. All 6 down through 1 are this way. So a big round opening in the front of your third chakra and slightly less big, but still nice and flowy round opening in the back of your third chakra. So front of your third chakra, round opening, back of your third chakra, round opening. Okay? And the flow goes in the front and out the back. Okay? So just heal both the spirit body third and your physical body third, and just unblock them both in the front and the back. Nice yellow. Use the gold light to wash out anything that's not your energy at yellow. Set both chakras with your intention to be your favorite shade of yellow. And if you're a newbie, I know you're gonna think like, I don't know how to do what she's saying. But just go along with me, because I literally have walked children through doing this and they do fabulously. And it's only because they're not smarter than you. It's just because they don't overthink it and they just do it. So just do it. So gold light through both of your third chakras, and then that connecting cord there, just set that to your favorite shade of yellow so that it can send energy. And also you want both of these third chakras to be equally as strong, so that they're on the same page. So you don't want one a lot weaker and more blocked than the other, because that's how it messes up your sleep. Because then one is like, I am empowered, I can manage my time, my life is my own again, yeah. And the other one's like, I need to get some sleep. Yeah. So you need them both to be twins, both yellow, both really powerful, both into time management and productivity and good sleep, but not super strong and then weak and overwhelmed, just both, strengthen them both. And then at some point you just feel like, okay, my body one's catching up. That's probably the case. I mean, it depends, but I think most people viewing will have that be the case, that their physical body one is weaker. But, individual results will vary. But just keep healing them until you feel like your physical third and your spirit third are almost just as strong. And then just kind of keep track of that. Now I feel like they're twins. They're both yeah, I could do this. I can manage my time. Yeah. And then and then just kind of, then what I did was the last phase of the 7th and 3rd chakra energy tune-up was I just I did both at once. So I did the 7th and 3rd physical, and then the 7th and 3rd spirit. And that in between cord, I just kind of managed the whole thing. And I was like, okay, folks, so for work, I did work and play first. So I kind of just manage your 7th and your 3rd and be like, okay, for work, I want to be able to clear energy blocks so that I can get work done, or homework. If you're a student, and just, okay, I can get work done. Both my 7th chakras and both my 3rd chakras will be able to cooperate with each other so I can get work done. And then, another mode is play mode, right? Maybe if you're a kid, it's literal play with toys. But if you're an adult, maybe it's not with toys, maybe it's with music or watching something, or just creating a more playful way to accomplish something that you need to do. So just imagine, okay, I'm helping my physical 7th and 3rd and my spirit 7th and 3rd to play and to be able to communicate with each other when I want to play, so that it actually happens and it works and I can actually have a play mode. And then for sleep, okay, that's key, right? That's what really made me want to do this the most, is because of sleep. Because if you can't sleep, that's a problem. So I didn't want to put people to sleep when I was doing this, obviously. So I just cleared energy blocks so that they would be able to rev down and sleep. So you could do that too. I mean, it's not going to put you to sleep right now. Just clear whatever gets in the way of you having good sleep from your 7th and your 3rd of your physical body and your spirit body, so that the communication is nice. It's more mellow. There's less energy flowing through. It's just kind of peaceful and serene, so that you can just chill out and have a nice, deep, restful sleep. And this part of the healing probably felt kind of wild, because I was like kind of using a lot of gold light, and it was like spirit body. So I wonder like how it felt for people. It probably like kind of woke them up and was like, ooh. So anyway, that was between 6 and 9 minutes into the healing when I did that. So for you participants, you could know exactly when it happened. Anyway, then we did stuff which I've done before, so I don't have to explain as much. We did the blue earth energy soak. The rest of it was all deep thought stuff and tricolor earth energy soak stuff. So I don't have to walk you through tricolor earth energy soak stuff, because, well, we did a mini version in this healing, plus, you know that video. But this, just a refresher, this is the deep thought healing technique. This is what it's about. That you imagine 3D rectangular spaces out in front of you that represent your 8th chakra, your conscious mind, and your subconscious mind. So, your 8th chakra is like in reality is above your aura, about 3 feet above the top of your aura. So here's the top of your aura, 3 feet above that. So you can imagine like a big gold sun shining down your eternal wisdom, your eternal healing energy. It's very zen, big picture, beautiful, beautiful, calming sensation. It's totally super cool. So you want to make sure that your mind, your conscious mind and your subconscious mind are able to sponge up that amazing energy and really benefit from it. So then you have your deep thought, you have your realizations, you have your self-awareness, you have that great sort of serenity with it. Yay. So the blue earth energy soak I described, and I walked you through it in the Sunday video, so I won't walk you through it again. The November 12th video. But anyway, you bring up the blue earth energy and you soak all these areas, including this little dividing line between the 8th and the conscious mind. So all this is soaking in blue earth energy. You could do it right now real quick if you want, but I won't like belabor it. So just from the center of the earth, bring up a blue, maybe, like that shade or something, turquoisey kind of lighter blue. And just soak your conscious mind and your subconscious mind and that dividing surface between your 8th chakra and your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. And so just soak all of that in the blue earth energy from the center of the earth. And you can comb through with gold light as it's soaking. You just kind of leave it up and let it soak there. Let your conscious mind and your subconscious mind and the dividing line, this surface and this surface, you let all that just absorb the blue earth energy from the center of the earth. And I did see that was very effective for people. And it kind of primed people for letting go. So if you particularly have a problem with letting go, I would say blue earth energy soak, rock it. Do it, try to do it regularly because it's so simple. Like, how could you not? So anyway, you bring up blue earth energy from the center of the earth and you soak all the way up to here. And you can just imagine that with your copy out in front of you. So we did that in the healing for about 1.5 minutes, which is a lot because it's a very deep, it's really deep when I'm not working with people's conscious minds. And then we did another technique from Sunday video, which I think it's great to learn and do. It's so simple, but it helped a lot of people. It's like this one participant, she and her family participates very often. And she said that the Sunday healing, after that Sunday healing, everything just clicked into place. And I think part of that is because she had the stress damage to her chakras, so that got healed. But I think the other part was the collapsing gold net technique for these areas. Oops. For all these areas. So I do walk you through it in the other video, so I love you, but I won't again. But it is huge. So big gold fishing net around this whole area. So like a big cube of gold fishing net, and you collapse the gold fishing net, and you also think about, I want to let go. I can let go. Here I am walking you through it. Anyway, it's a better walkthrough in the Sunday video, but you just collapse the gold net all around those 3 areas, and you just imagine, I need to let go. I am letting go. And then, all that you need to let go of is now bunched up in these gold nets, and then you just take it out in one big piece and give it to your angels. Angels, can you please take this energy? Love that. And it's so easy. But I really think it helped this one boy in particular. I don't think he's a conscious participant. He and his mom are participating, and I think obviously the mom is a conscious participant, but I'm not sure that the kid is. I think he just is experiencing great benefits though. But anyway, that collapsing gold net throughout the deep thought areas really helped him to stop being so pissed off at the world and wanting to harm himself and stuff. That technique was really huge. But I think even for like some people that usually have a lot of emotional instability, that technique helped them. So, you can't go wrong with that technique. It helped me, that technique. So, I don't have emotional instability these days, and well, for a long time, I used to. But anyway, so it'll help you no matter what. Then we did more deep thought work, just the standard clearing energy blocks from these areas. Because again, this area, if you haven't watched it yet, I know there's this one participant, she's like, I finally watched that video, it's great. The video discussing deep thought, blah, 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 blah. Because the discussing deep thought video, it really goes into like the how and the why it's important and how you do it. And you really can wrap your brain around it after that. So anyway, if you haven't watched that, I would go for it. It's maybe a half-hour video, but it goes by so fast because I'm so charming. Ha ha ha. But anyway, so we cleared some trauma curtain energy blocks using here, looking for energy blocks in this area or this dividing surface or this dividing surface that were creating that trauma curtain that blocks you from seeing the gentle, playful way forward. So we cleared that. We cleared some trauma curtain energy blocks. And we also, this was sort of new to this healing, we cleared some fear blocks because a couple of my participants are prone to, I wouldn't say at the level of a panic attack, but definitely like low level anxiety often, let's say. So this is a great technique to clear anxiety. I mean, don't wait until you're freaking out to do it. If you know that you tend towards being anxious or having anxiety, bouts of anxiety, then just proactively write it in your meditation journal, you know, deep thought technique for clearing fear, you know, and you just find energy blocks that are causing fear and you melt them away. You know, maybe do earth energy soak first, you know, so you're present enough. What you could do too, because there is that other video where it's a walkthrough style and it does use the deep thought technique, but it's a walkthrough style. It's in that video, I walk you through using deep thought technique for clearing family boundary energy blocks. But you can do that. You can listen to that video and use it as a walkthrough. And just every time I say family boundaries, you substitute that for fear, you know, so energy blocks that are causing fear. Or anxiety, you know, however you want to call it. Potato. It's the same thing. It's just some people don't think of it as fear. They think of it as anxiety or worry. So, but it's the same energy block. It just depends on what name you give it. Distraction also we did. So I help people clear energy blocks that were causing distraction, like focus problems. And this is a great technique for that as well. So you can put it in your meditation journal, clear energy blocks using deep thought technique. Energy blocks causing distraction. Then we did the thing we were building up to, because for a lot of people, there were too many fear issues getting in the way of conscious clarity of this playful, gentle path. So that's why I couldn't just go right to, hey, let's be aware of our path, you know, let's be aware of the gentle path. Why not? You know, because a lot of people had a lot of fear in the way and a lot of distracting energy in the way. So anyway, so we cleared energy blocks for fear, we cleared energy blocks for distraction, and then we cleared energy blocks blocking conscious clarity of the gentle and playful path forward. So that one, let's do together. Just imagine these 3 areas out in front of you, like a 3D copy out in front of you. Your 8th chakra, then your conscious mind, then your subconscious mind. And you're gonna imagine, I mean, really, if you think you need to work on fear or being distracted first, go for it. But I'm gonna say, you know, I'm gonna just talk about clearing energy blocks in the way of conscious clarity. So go ahead, find an energy block in any of these areas. So maybe like this looks really blocked, this dividing surface, maybe there's some blocks in here that you notice, maybe there's some blocks in here, maybe this dividing surface looks, if it's blocked, the dividing surface, it'll look like really hard, like ceiling or floor or something, or tiles, if the dividing surface is blocked. But anyway, you're looking at these 3 areas for yourself out in front of you, just a visual representation, and you're looking for energy blocks that block you from being conscious, having conscious clarity. And if you're a newbie, your mind might be swimming right now, but just wiggle your toes, come on back, relax. Again, I do teach this to 7-year-olds. Hi, my 7-year-old. Go, you're a rock star. But anyway, you're going to find an energy block that you're ready to clear right now. That's totally okay to clear. That blocks your conscious clarity. And just notice, what does it look like, or imagine what does it look like. It could look like bricks. It could look like a big log, a big bunch of bricks, a big bunch of boxes, one box, depends. So just to give you an example, for me, it's in my subconscious mind section, the lowest section, the energy block that I'm ready to clear first. And it looks like a big flat, like 7 boards like glued together. So this big flat, long, hard piece of energy in the lowest section there, the subconscious mind section. And so for me, that is inhibiting my conscious clarity of my gentle, playful path forward. So I'm going to just run gold light through that. And I'm gonna stay calm. I'm not gonna try too hard. I'm not gonna be like, it's gotta go away. No, I'm just gonna relax. Maybe I'll bring up some blue earth energy, soak it in the blue earth energy, and then gold light. And so now instead of 7 boards glued together, it's only 4 boards glued together. So I'm just gonna calm down and keep running gold light. And you do that for whatever your energy blocks look like. Just run gold light through the energy blocks, and maybe some blue earth energy from the center of the earth. And just keep wiggling your toes so that you're more present in your physical body. You're not obsessing on what you're trying to clear. So now I only have 1 thin board left from that big energy block. And if you want, since it does take a little time to melt it away, you can just ask yourself, oh, is this an energy block from this life or a past life? You know, and it's just the multiple choice intuition, and those are the easiest ones to do. So just let your mind tell you. You might feel like you're making it up, but you're not. So is it from this life or a past life? And if you get stressed out by that, don't worry. Eventually you'll be able to do that. The more you work your energy, the more you'll be like, oh, no big deal. It's from this life. So for me, it was from this life. I say was because it's almost gone. There, mine is gone. And you don't have to know to melt it away. I just think since you're spending time, you may as well, you know, challenge yourself with a little intuition game. So good for you if you cleared it. And if you didn't, just ask your angels to finish it up for you, because your angels are always going to be so proud that you tried. And so even if you have a little left over or the whole thing is left over, they're not going to feel bad about helping you. It's going to be a good thing for them. So just say, angels, if you have any leftovers, can you please clean up? Can you please remove that? If it's, you know, if that's blocking me, please remove it. And of course your angels know, and they'll get rid of it for you. And you know, I guess we all have issues with fear, probably even maybe just subconsciously. Oh, you know what? Actually, past life blocks too. At one point, a lot of people, well, pretty much everybody, I helped everybody clear from this subconscious mind section in the healing. I helped people clear from this subconscious mind section past life energy blocks that were blocking their conscious clarity of their gentle and playful path. And it was just all sorts of different blocks from, you know, various past lives. Because like I think I went into detail in one of the videos, Friday or Sunday. It's like nobody realizes that you ideally should get over everything before you cross over and your life is over, because otherwise you bring that baggage forward to your next life. So, you know, of course nobody realizes that. So people, you know, cross over with all sorts of grudges and fears and whatever, you know. So it's really good to just be aware that that stuff might be there so that you can, with your intention and gold light, melt it away. So go ahead, let's do that. Just from your subconscious mind section, just energy blocks from past lives that you're ready to release right now. Wouldn't be too much. It would be gentle and healthy for you to release. Just go ahead. And this is an area that even, especially the kids, could do too, because, you know, the kids have as much past life baggage as the adults, you know. So just gold light through your subconscious mind section, and just melt away the energy blocks there that you're ready to release. Just, you can notice what they look like if you want, or imagine what they look like. You know, maybe they look like rocks or pebbles. Maybe they look like sticks or logs or bricks. Mine look like bricks right now. So anyway, these are past life energy blocks in your subconscious mind section that are blocking your conscious clarity about your gentle path forward. So just wiggle your toes, keep breathing, deep breath. There you go. Okay, wonderful. You did great. Okay, so then to finish up, I did a tricolor earth energy soak, and you know, let's just do one color. Just pick a color that you think will help you to release as much as possible. If you want, you know, you can do all 3 colors one at a time, but I'm just gonna walk you through one color. So for me, yellow will help me release the most right now. So big wide grounding at your color, you know, for me it'll be yellow, and yellow all the way down, big wide flowing all the way down to the center of the earth, and then bring up the yellow earth energy or whatever your color is all the way up from the center of the earth. Soak your whole aura, your whole body in the earth energy of your chosen color. Just soak it in. And just remind yourself, hey, I can let go. And then go ahead and bring that earth energy back down to the more normal level, maybe of your 3rd chakra if you wish. But if you wish, you could leave it up and just soak like that. Okay. Oh, and a little bit of a news item. If you're watching this and it hasn't happened yet, tonight at midnight Central is when all my January sessions go up on the payment page. And again, this is all the January sessions, and including the January triplet sets, which should be very neat. The Archangel Metatron is the one who told me what the topics will be for January, so kind of cool. The triplet topics for January. All right, cool. I hope you learned, and thank you for watching. And if you like the video, you find it useful, please give it a thumbs up so that YouTube can show it to other people. Okay, bye.